26.
And to shed more light on the issue as well as the activities of the Prime Minister that took place earlier today, we are very much delighted to be joined over the phone by Dr. Ahmed Kattab, our economic expert. Dr. Kattab, good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon to all of you.
Dr. Kattab, earlier today, Prime Minister Dr. Mustafa Madbouli met with the Minister of Investment. During the meeting, the Prime Minister said that they discussed many projects, especially the investment opportunities in the Suez Canal economic zone and localizing important projects there. How do you see the importance of such a meeting and the importance of bringing more investment to the Suez Canal economic zone?
Yeah, first of all, let me send a special thanks to our Prime Minister, Dr. Mustafa Madbouli, and the Minister of Investment and all the Cabinet for a great effort they do together in order to support foreign direct investment to Egypt. Prime Minister Dr. Mustafa Madbouli and the Minister of Investment today discussing a lot of foreign direct investment in Suez Canal corridor and Suez Canal logistics area, especially Egypt have a lot of investment in Suez Canal logistics area with cooperation of China and Russia and some African country and some Arab country like United Arab Emirates, and all this country aim to invest in Suez Canal logistics area because it's a booming area, because Egypt connects between all countries through the Suez Canal corridor and the Suez Canal logistics area. So a lot of foreign investment in green economy and sustainable economy today will take place in this region. And I think the Minister of Investment also sent a lot of positive files related to investment files like more equity in tax law and also a lot of exemption in related to tax and some advantage to new investors to come and invest in Egypt. And also Prime Minister sent a positive message about all the governmental process will be done through a couple of days instead of 2 months or 3 months in the past. So once Egypt is now is a hub for foreign direct investment from all over the world, and the Prime Minister supports the investment with the cooperation of key countries like Korea, like America, like China and Russia, and also like Brazil and Denmark, and all countries aim to invest in this area.
Yes. Also earlier today, the Prime Minister reviewed the work files of the Ministry of Communication and Information Technology during a meeting with Minister of Information Technology Rafat Hindi. Also, the meeting tackled the current and future investment in the communication sector with focus on main field of outsourcing and mobile phone industry, in addition to the development of the digital infrastructure and data center industry. The importance of the development of this very vital sector, Dr. Kattab.
Yeah, I think Egypt now focused on mainly in AI and in technology like smart mobiles and car industry, especially electric car industry, and the green ammonia and green economy, and all this key industry will start to take operation in Egypt, especially in Suez Canal area, and all industry zone located in Egypt, especially in 6th of October, and 10th of Ramadan, and in also Burj Al Arab industry zone. I think Egypt invests more and more in mobile, especially smart mobile, 4G and 5G, and also spend more and invest more and more in AI and all the IT technology, because it's the hub for the future. Especially now we have a strategic cooperation with China, and China more advanced country in AI especially, and a lot of many investors from China aim to invest in Egypt also in AI and in mobile technology, and I think this is the hub for the future.
Indeed. Another very important file in the finance was mentioned, of course, by Finance Minister Ahmed, who said that the country's new 2026-2027 budget earmarks about 90 billion Egyptian pound to strengthen economic output with a heavy focus on export tourism and small business development. How do you see this performance of the economy, and how will the 90 billion allocation contribute to accelerating our economic growth during the fiscal year 2026-2027?
Yes, let me thank Minister of Finance, Mr. Ahmed for a great effort related to budget of 2026-2027 by 90 billion Egyptian pound or $1.7 billion to strengthen economic output with a heavy focus on export, tourist and small business development. And I think he said in a clear statement released, the spending plan is designed to build a more robust and balanced economy that better serve the needs of the citizens and the investors alike. The bulk of the allocated funds are EGB by 48 billion or by equivalent $920 million will go towards export subsidies for goods and services, while the tourist sector is set to receive around 7 billion Egyptian pounds or 134 million in support. The remaining funds are spread across several productive sectors, 60 billion in financing facilities aimed to boosting industrial and agricultural capacity, and 5 billion for a small and medium-sized enterprise. SMEs will take first opportunity in Egyptian economy, and also coming support SMEs in Egypt, and the entrepreneurship programs also will be supported in the coming 2 years and in budget 2026-2027. Additionally, regularly 5 billion will support the automotive industry, because the automotive industry, especially electric automotive, is a hub for the future. And the 2 billion Egyptian pounds will stimulate what the minister described as priority industries. The new budget, which has been approved by the cabinet and submitted to President Abdel Sisi, is currently before Parliament for final approval ahead of the new fiscal year beginning the 1st of July 2026. I think it's a huge budget will be spent in many different fields related to industry and related to tourist sector and the SME sector, because this is a hub for future, and all the Egyptian citizens working in this sector mainly. It's a huge amount of money spent in SMEs and in tourist sector and the industry sector, because it will create a new job for Egyptian youth and will support its citizens in Egypt to be in a very rich position.
Indeed, Dr. Ahmed Kattab, our economic expert, thank you so much for your precious input. Always a pleasure. And the state is pressing ahead with a comprehensive education reform program aiming at improving the learning outcomes and better preparing the students for future labor market requirements. More details in the following story.
The state is pressing ahead with a comprehensive educational reform program aiming at improving learning outcomes and better preparing students for future labor market requirements. The government has prioritized education as a key pillar of sustainable development, focusing on reducing classroom overcrowding, addressing teacher shortages, upgrading school infrastructure, and modernizing curricula to keep pace with global developments in science and technology. Recent findings by UNICEF indicated improvements in several key indicators, including higher student attendance rates,